This is going to be our dumbbell bench press. And we generally have a bias towards a dumbbell bench press as opposed to a barbell bench press. Barbell bench press is a great exercise. It's useful. The problem with it is because it is a bilateral movement and it's actually a closed chain movement as well, your arms are both moving together at the same time. And because they are connected via the barbell, if you are notably weaker on one side than the other side, you actually may not notice it. And that becomes a problem, because then as you get stronger, you're going to stay imbalanced even as you're getting stronger. Likelihood of injury on that stronger arm actually goes up as it takes more load. And so with the dumbbell bench press, we separate the hands, we open the chain. It's a closed chain, it's an open chain exercise. Each side has to do its own work, and it gives you as an athlete the opportunity to see where your muscular imbalances might be. If the left side is significantly weaker than the right, there are always ways of addressing that, and starting with an open chain exercise like the dumbbell bench press is a really good way to do that. So Janelle's going to grab her dumbbells. This is one, we don't have to go especially heavy. Generally, we're going to be looking at sets of 8 to 12 reps, and Janelle's got her feet planted on the ground. She's going to create as much force through the feet as she can. This bench is a little bit on the high side. If Janelle wanted to actually bring her feet to the foot pads that are there, she could do that. Our other option would be to put a couple of plates on the ground to bring the feet up, or bring the floor up to her. And again, you guys might be able to see this. The bench is as long as her shins are, which just means it's hard for her to push into the ground, but we really care about that push down. She's flat on her back. She's going to bring her arms out to about a 45-degree angle. You guys have a really good angle from the camera to be able to see where her right elbow is, and we want to be at about 45 degrees. Janelle also just drew her shoulders back, and she's going to push her shoulders into the bench, and she's going to go for a few bench presses. Here we go. Great. So you'll notice that she's keeping her forearms pretty vertical as she goes, which is lovely. She's not letting the wrist roll back. The dumbbell's not sitting on the back side of her hand. It is in her palm. That movement is pretty vertical. One question that comes up is, what's the right angle for the dumbbells and the wrist? And the easy answer to this is, if it feels good, do it. If it doesn't feel good, don't. Janelle's keeping those dumbbells facing to each other. My preference is actually to rotate them so that my thumb is pointing at my shoulder at all times, which would mean from where Janelle is, she'd be rotating the dumbbells at about 45 degrees towards her nose. Yep, and she just made that adjustment. And again, she gets to decide if it feels better or worse. I want it to feel good, but remember, as we go through our bench press, whether it is on the floor or on a bench with a dumbbell or a barbell, we are looking to feel the chest doing most of the work, and the mid, back, and shoulders are providing some support. Nice job. Thanks, guys. That is our dumbbell bench press.